Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Dino Profiles, and today we are going to be talking about the Nanotyrannus. Anyways, let's jump into this video. Starting off, Nanotyrannus' first appearance was in Dino Dana the movie, and I do not want to spoil too much, but it's actually its only film appearance. It has not appeared in Dino Dana, it did not appear in Dino Dex or anything like that, just in the movie. And you can see from the images I'm showing on screen, it actually has a pretty nice design, though it's not perfect. It definitely has some proportional issues. Mainly the legs should be longer and the snout might also need to be a bit longer, but outside of that, it's actually a pretty decent design. You can also see that it is actually a retool of the Nanotyrannus model from the actual Dino Dana series, which they basically removed the feathers, which I don't understand why, since it's actually the only one of the Tyrannosaurus growth stages in the film that doesn't have feathers. The baby has feathers, the adult has feathers, so why doesn't the kind of teen juvenile kind of one not have feathers? It would have made more sense to just keep the Nanotyrannus fuzz and maybe if they wanted to shorten it around the head if they wanted to make it look a little bit different from Nanotyrannus, but otherwise, really don't know why. Also, another thing, it looks like, at least based off this image, they may have pronated the wrist downwards for some reason, which is less accurate. I don't know why they did that on the Nanotyrannus, but otherwise, the Nanotyrannus does look pretty decent. And you can, again, basically just the same as the Nanotyrannus. In fact, it actually shares the same exact drawer and everything. So, yeah. Moving on, we have some activity sheets where the Nanotyrannus kind of appeared on. Pretty much Dino Dana, the movie, got a lot of activity sheets, and Nanotyrannus appeared on one. There's a few different slides where you can see it. It also appeared in the Dino Dana field guide. You can see the page. Here's the first page for it. The middle page for it with a few renders. And also the last page actually showing the dino experiment. Moving on, another item actually made for the film is the toy that came out from Safari Limited. And honestly, after seeing some reviews of this figure, it's a really nice figure. I know a lot of people were confused about them releasing a Nanotyrannus and didn't know the context behind the figure being released. And honestly, again, just outside of the legs being too short, it's actually a pretty decent whatever the heck you want to refer Nanotyrannus as, because I know it's kind of controversial whether it's a juvenile Tyrannosaur or if it's its own genus. Personally, I think it's a juvenile Tyrannosaur, and I see a lot of people kind of side on that side, though I know it is still somewhat of a hot topic. And the Dino Kids franchise does go down the route of saying that it is a juvenile Tyrannosaurus, kind of just referring to it as Nanotyrannus to differentiate it, and also before they come to the conclusion that it is actually a juvenile T-Rex, so, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to refer to it as Nanotyrannus since it is its own separate model, and it's just a little bit easier to do it that way. It also appeared on the Dino Player app, which was kind of like another app, the Dino and Dino Cam, which we'll talk about in a minute. Except this app was different in which you had to basically scan the QR codes on the tags of the Dino Dana toys. And Nanotyrannus was one of them. You can see here on the slide. Pretty much you can unlock it as one of the ones on the end. And it works similar to the next app, which we're talking about right now, the Dino Dino Cam, where it was actually purchasable for $149 in a pack, the Diverse Dinosaurs 4-pack, which only has 2 dinosaurs, but I have the other 2 in this pack, where we're really going to go into in a future Dino Dino Cam vid. Or, well, not Dino Kid vid. Well, I mean, I am going to do a video like that too, but a Dino profile video. We're going to talk about those, but you could also buy Nanotyrannus individually for 99 cents like every other dinosaur in this game. Though, unlike most dinosaurs, it's toy Nanotyrannus, just like Toy Zool. I'm guessing this is because their models looked super similar to the, the reuses of the ones from the Dino Player, which are supposed to look more like toys, so they didn't want to label them as just regular dinosaurs. But they work and act pretty much the same as regular dinosaurs. Again, I'm going to have to do a review on this pack eventually, and we'll talk about it more there, but as of now, I do assume. Also, again, since I have not purchased this pack yet, I don't really have much footage except for one advertisement Sinking Ship did do for that, and I will play that. Probably have been playing that, in fact. Nanotyrannus, they do show it off in there. So, yeah. Anyways, here's some actual better looks at the model. Found this online, pretty much showing off the actual model for it. And it looks, okay, the actual model itself looks pretty decent. It's the texturing that's bad. Also, the animations do look a little bit stiff, but again, I will save that for the actual review. But the white stripes are way less defined on the model, and just, again, it just doesn't quite look like the whole thing. I think, because, again, it's supposed to look more like a toy. But if they gave this thing better texturing, it would have worked great. Heck, the Nanotyrannus already, since, again, it is on the Nanotyrannus model, they can probably just put it on the Nanotyrannus rig as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Dino Dan Profiles, or Dino Dan Dino Profiles. And if you have any suggestions for species, comment down below, and I will consider them for a future video. Anyways, again, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something new about Nanotyrannus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!